Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Ted, and today I'm hanging out with
Nerdarchy Steve.
And today we're opening some crates. We got RPG crate and dungeon crate.
Da, da, da. Before we do that, head down to the description below where you can find Nerdarchy, the newsletter. Get RPG tips as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
All right, so if you guys haven't checked in on any of our crate opening stuff, there's crates for just about everything out there: food, pets, whatever,
sex toys, whatever
have you. But at least the crates that I'm a part of that are related to tabletop role playing games. You've got RPG crate and dungeon crate, and Dave can hold up that one. So we've been usually opening these things on our weekly wrap, but we got some other stuff to talk about with that, so we're gonna do this as its own video. So when you open up the RPG crate, first thing you've got is a t-shirt with the RPG crate logo. I think it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's a nice shirt. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like that dragon. Now, these crates got bashed really bad this month, didn't they?
I did see in some of the RPG communities that I belong to on Facebook that people have been, dissing these things pretty hard. I'm a fan of them, clearly, as that they keep coming. You got some Chessex dice. This is...
Oh, they look nice.
The greenish yellow silver, I believe it's called Gemini.
So, real quick, right?
Let's actually get this closer here. Let's see colors. There we go. Yes.
So you got a t-shirt and dice right now. So far, how much is this crate?
It's $30 plus shipping.
All right. So I'm not really that into the crates, but I know some people really love them. So a t-shirt is $10 to $20.
Right.
Right. I mean, it's a bit of a swing, but $10 to $20. Would I say 15 down the middle?
Okay.
I haven't bought any individual sets of dice in a while, but they cost way more if you buy an individual set. You're looking at like $6 to $8, right?
Yeah, usually you're like $6.99, $7.99 for a full set of dice.
So $7. So you're at $17 to $27 already.
Now, Chessex is a good company. People have trusted the balance on those dice. People collect the specific colors and the dice groups that I look at. People, not only do they want the dice, but they want these little containers to store them nice and neat.
So at the minimum, I would say you're at half your crate, right?
Half your crate. You've only pulled out 2 items. So now we got a Metal Mini by Kobold Press, and it looks to be some scary undead creature. Now it's a metal miniature, so you're talking about higher value than your standard plastic. The RPG crate comes with downloads. You've got an audiobook, ebook, and maps for Call of the Herald by Brian Rathbone. From Nomad Gaming, you have the Full Moon Ransom background and stat blocks. Another download for Battle Bards. Download some adventure tunes and take your games to the next level.
That's what I thought. Music.
So and then there's the code for that. So that's 3 different downloads, and one of them is an audiobook. Audiobooks at the bare minimum are like $10 to $15. So.
So this is as I suspected from Tomo Beasts.
Is it a Tomo Beast?
Yeah, from Kobold Press's newest release.
So you've got the Full Moon Ransom stamped with the RPG crate logo. So this is for 4 to 8 adventures of 2nd to 4th level. It says each month as the sun sets on Durin, the villagers hold their lottery to select a new messenger for the hand. That night, under the full moon, the unlucky lottery winner takes the ransom payment to the graveyard, hoping that the tribute will be enough. In previous months, the bag of baubles was sufficient. Recently, the hand is unsatisfied with the measly payment. Messengers and villagers disappear when payment fails to please the ghastly appendage. The magistrate is tired of the ransom and losing family members and friends. It is time to end the monthly tribute. Can the adventurers help? Can they stop the Full Moon Ransom? An adventure designed to play in a single session. So,
how many pages?
You've got a 13-page adventure here.
Okay.
sounds definitely has got my attention with that paragraph. As always, there is the breakdown of what's actually in the crate. And we get some portfolios, it looks like here.
Oh, nice. Done kind of like Star Wars beginner games box set style.
Oh, listen, no, this is actually... these actually look like little mini adventures.
Okay.
Supply Run, Mother's Shadow, A Simple Task. So three little mini adventures, complete with looks like
the one-page adventures.
Maps on the background. It's got how it begins, the background, the adventure, and what's next for each of them. On the back, it's got your completely outlined how it actually goes, as well as the links to where things occur on the actual map itself. And then you get 2 NPCs, the Hunter and the Ghost. It's got who they are, their description, their background. I've actually got a actual stat block for some other kind of monster on here as well. So you got Marlowe the hunting dog.
What game are they for?
Oh, these are all 5e.
Okay, 5th edition.
And then on the background, it's got a random chart for hauntings. Roll percentile dice for the outcome of an encounter with the ghost of the Bloody Bucket.
So each one has an interesting feature to add to your game, not beside the NPC itself.
Right. So, okay. I mean, I absolutely dig these, and the little one adventure things are things that you could easily throw right into a game if you're stuck for material or whatever have you. And if the monsters that are present there aren't appropriate to the level of your party, you can just swap.
Right.
Put in something that's going to be more for your players. So you saw like a discussion on Facebook in one of the groups or whatever. So you don't feel like the dissatisfaction really matched the contents of that box in particular? To be honest, the people are saying that like the major feedback that I'm hearing is that people are like, well, it seems like it's just $30 worth of stuff that you could get at a convention or whatever that are either giveaways or things that you could just get here or there. Why not just spend $30 and buy the specific things that you want for your game? Not every person is going to get the maximum usage out of these boxes. Not everybody wants a t-shirt. Not everybody wants to collect dice. Not everybody who's going to get these things are game masters that are going to use the adventures or the NPCs to their utmost. We game almost weekly. I think they're a major asset to not only be able to say, how can I go ahead and use this, or how can I change what's here to get the maximum usage out of it? How can I take the NPCs that are created and turn them into something that is fitting to my world, or just drop them straight into a game because I want to throw a random encounter in there.
Yeah, let's face it, as the customer for a random box of stuff, the onus is on you to figure out how to use it in your game, you know? So,
and for me,
or not be a customer of this kind of thing.
Right. For me, I get exposure to companies out there that are creating RPG content, and that's a value to me as a gamer, and it's another value to me as part of Nerdarchy. Both offer different advantages and whatnot. I have been satisfied with every box that our RPG Crate and Dungeon Crate have put out there, because I know how to get the most usage out of what's in the box.
By the way, folks, we are not affiliated with either of them in any way. So Ted is just honestly happy with the boxes.
That's my opinion. So do we want to get into the second box?
Dungeon Crate. Let's see what we have. We have the standard card of what's in the box. All right, I guess I'll pull the stuff up, and if you want to hold it to the camera, you can. Ooh, these are nice. These are the flat pack minis from Arknight.
The flat plastic miniatures. You get, this looks like there's 6 minis here and 4 stands. They're 2-sided plastic miniatures printed on a plexi, and you know, we've shown this stuff off before. They're two-sided, so you have the ability to see a front and a back for the different creatures. And I do believe these are all elemental in nature. So you've got, you know, a couple trees, a rock, you know, a fire elemental, water elemental, air elemental.
Is this an elemental box? Because we also have, if you want to show that off, a water weird from Bones.
So
Reaper
it's,
Bones.
you know, I don't know how well you can actually see that, but it's from the Bones line of miniatures. It's a water weird. It's been, you know, as opposed to printed in their typical white, it's been printed blue, so it, you know, actually looks like the water, and it's complete ready to go.
So now we have also we had gotten like the crystals in the past. And fire and stuff, but basically, like, they're kind of almost like these three-dimensional.
They're laser printed. What are those ones? They're
very elemental looking.
Yeah, you've actually got it. It actually says it on there. This is from Advanced Deployment, and they're supposed to represent different elemental type too.
Elemental acrylic set.
So I'll actually pull this out of the bag. So you've got what looks to be. I need something to backdrop it. You know, it looks like it could be some kind of like little bush creature. You've got a air creature here. You can't even see that, can you? You've got what could either be a fire creature or just a flame. These do have bases as well. You've got what could actually, you know, could be a spirit weapon or an air elemental. And then you've got your water elemental here.
Then we also have a fire dragon coin. This sucker's kind of got some heft to it.
Yeah, and you know, for a lot of RPG fans out there, they're not really into coins. I am. This has actually got I don't know how well this is actually going to come out, but it's a really sweet looking dragon on the coin.
So stuff like that is nice to use as props. But like, this is when you examine the coin, they look different than anything you found, and you plop that right on the table, and be like, boom, this is what the rest of all the coins look like.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to go down that route. We also have a metal D20, as well as a full set of mini metal. Are those metal too?
No, only the D20 is metal. Now, I don't know how anyone else that opened up the crate did. I pre-opened this because I don't have the ability to contain myself. But I got a gold metal D20, and the first time I rolled this die, it actually rolled a natural 20. So
that's a keeper.
It's always a good thing. And then a set of, does it actually name this thing? No, but they're a set of
mini dice.
And you know, the dice fanatic in me is like, oh, more dice.
Then we have the D10,
which is actually in a series of coasters.
Yes,
we've gotten the D20 and the D6, I believe.
Soon we will have the full set.
So
perhaps they're releasing one at a time from Pigsy Art.
From what I heard, they're only doing 4. I don't know which ones they're doing. And not.
You want to show off some of the filler?
You've got some fluff that you can.
Now I've actually been told by like people that are into like crafting and stuff that stuff is actually meant to be used for crafters. I don't know if that's the intent when they put these crates together or not.
Well, the first one came with hay.
Yes.
And I fully believe that was designed that, oh, well, you know, you could put this in and actually create little hay bales or whatever have you. I've tried my hand at crafting, you know, a little bit here and there. I don't get into terrain as much as I do minis, so I'm not exactly certain what the little crinkle cut paper can be used for, but I'm certain that there are crafters out there that are going to put comments down below.
They're going to see that and like, no, use it for this, but because it's not normal. It's just not normal like filler paper.
Right.
That's very specific. So
right.
And it's weird, but they don't mention it. But maybe you're supposed to just be in the know. Like maybe there's a Dungeon Crate has a secret society that you're either in or you're not. And we're not, apparently. What does Dungeon Crate run them off? Is that like $20?
It's I think it's pretty much the same price range, 30 plus shipping. Now, Dungeon Crate does have the ability to get a lower price if you go for more months.
If you have a longer subscription,
right.
You pay for it up front, right?
Correct.
Okay. So there you go. For you guys that are into crates, you're thinking about getting these crates, and you're like, I don't know. You're on the fence. Here are 2 examples of this. What is this for September?
Yeah, this is September's box.
Yeah, September's offering from both RPG Crate and Dungeon Crate, and also you kind of get like the side-by-side comparison.
Right.
Which one did you like better?
I don't know. I got a set of dice in both. I really dig the RPG Crate shirt. But I can't fault getting a metal D20 that's first roll being a natural 20.
There is that.
So
that Wooder Weird is pretty sweet, and I always love the flat pack minis.
Yes.
They're pretty cool.
So do we want to... let's say, so the flat plastic miniatures are from Arknight. They've got a lot of stuff, coming up. Not only do they create the miniatures, but they create battle maps, as well as they're now doing spell effects, which, we've used quite heavily at our table since we got
Since
set.
we've gotten, I'm like, yeah, here it is. We can just put it down and show the area.
It's like, oh, this is a fireball. Here it is. You don't need to measure. You don't need to figure out, I got to count squares. No, just there's a fireball.
You just plop it down. Yes, Scott, your character definitely is fireballing the rest of the party again.
But he's an evoker, so he can choose to not.
And he does choose not to use that invoker ability. So, you'll see in our next gameplay where that comes up. I guess with that, you guys put it like Ted said. Put in the comments below what would you use the crinkly paper for if you're a crafter. Are you getting these crates? How do you feel about crates? Hate them, love them. Let us know while you're at it. Like, share, and subscribe.
You can check us out over on Facebook.
So until next time,
stay nerdy. That I belong to on Facebook, that people have been, dissing these things pretty hard. I'm a fan of them, clearly, that they keep coming. You got some Chessex dice. This is...
Oh, they look nice.
The greenish yellow silver, I believe it's called Gemini.
So, real quick, right?
Let's actually get this closer here. See colors. There we go. Yes.
So you got
some crate opening stuff. There's crates for just about everything, out there. Food, pets, whatever have you. But at least the crates that I'm a part of that are related to tabletop role-playing games. You've got RPG Crate and Dungeon Crate, and Dave can hold up that one. So we've been usually opening these things on our weekly wrap, but we got some other stuff to talk about with that, so we're gonna do this as its own video. So when you open up the RPG Crate, first thing you've got is a t-shirt with the RPG Crate logo. I think it's pretty awesome.
Oh, that's a nice shirt. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like that dragon. Now, these crates got bashed really bad this month, didn't they?
I did see in some of the RPG communities...
T-shirt and dice right now, so far. How much is this crate?
It's $30 plus shipping.
All right, so I'm not really that into the crates, but I know some people really love them. So a T-shirt is $10 to $20.
Right.
Right. I mean, it's a bit of a swing, but $10 to $20. Would I say 15 down the middle?
Okay.
I haven't bought any individual sets of dice in a while, but they cost way more if you buy an individual set. You're looking at like $6 to $8, right?
Yeah. You. Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Ted, and today I'm hanging out with
Nerdarchy Steve.
And today we're opening some crates. We got RPG Crate and Dungeon Crate.
Da da da. Before we do that, head down to the description below where you can find Nerdarchy, the newsletter. Get RPG tips as well as learn how to game with Nerdarchy.
All right, so if you guys haven't checked in on any of our